there's another new update for Midicake ARP. Version 6, yes 6, is packed with new features that take ARP's musical composition and generative toolbox to the next level. This latest and completely free update highlights Midicake's commitment to ongoing improvement and innovation in its mission to continually add value for its customers, including those who already own ARP. So, before you rush to the Midicake website to download the update, let's take a look at what's new. New chop, and ratchet parameters add subdivisions and retriggers. Pattern sequencing creates advanced rhythms. Patch reset options undo changes. Delay added as FX target. Many more modulation targets. The V6 update is completely free and has been fully tested by Midicake engineers to ensure the highest quality and peace of mind. You won't lose your patches, so there's nothing to worry about. There are two brand new parameters: chop and ratchet. In set mode, press the repeat button and you'll find options for chop and ratchet. Chop works by subdividing individual notes, repeating the note 2, 3 or 4 times within the time frame of the original note. For example, changing 4 crotchets to 8 quavers, quarter notes to 8th notes. This differs from simply changing the time division because it repeats the notes rather than just playing the sequence at a different speed. And when modulated or manually controlled via a macro, it doesn't change the overall pace of the melody, but adds interest and variation. The ratchet parameter re-triggers notes to create a stutter or drill effect that works great for monosynths or percussion. You can add up to 8 note triggers, and just like chop, it doesn't change the sequence, it simply ornaments it. For the best result, use a sound with a fast attack, like a stabby lead or a drum hit. More detailed information about chop and ratchet parameters can be found in the latest manual, which you can download from midicake.com. Hit like and subscribe now. Doing so helps us to tell more people about Midicake ARP, which is how we fund the development of these great features, and can continue to provide these firmware updates to you free of charge. Thank you. Binary patterns make it easy to create complex rhythms within your melodies, or to change the accent and emphasis of a sequence. As we develop chops and ratchets, we also look for ways to apply parameter changes to individual sequence steps. The solution we came up with was binary patterns. These offer a way to apply changes to individual steps of your sequence, and therefore create much more complex rhythmic sequences. This is similar to the rhythm and groove patterns, but in a much more granular way. Binary patterns are a maximum of 8 steps, and can be applied to 4 parameters currently: velocity, delay, chop and ratchet. Parameters that allow editing now display a little P icon that stands for program. In set mode, select velocity and press the program button. Initially, pattern length will be highlighted. Use the up-down buttons or the knob control to change the length of the pattern. Let's set it to 8 for now. You'll see that by default all steps are on. If we press play, we hear all the steps of our sequence. Press any of the 8 chord buttons though, and you'll toggle individual steps of the pattern, just like a step sequencer. So only the steps that are on will apply that parameter value. You can also press the velocity button again to select pattern number. Now you can use the up, down and knob controls to cycle through the possible patterns. Pressing program again or any other parameter button will exit. So you can use this like a step sequencer during a performance. However, the real power of this approach becomes apparent when you apply a modulator. Velocity pattern number and velocity pattern length can be set as modulation targets. The potential scope of this for both idea creation and generative music is mind-blowing. They can also be assigned to macros. Now let's add a pattern to the delay parameter. By setting the length to 2 and turning off the first step, you can create a swing with a fine control over the swing time. This offers far more control than using the groove patterns for swing. Alternatively, you can create far more complex timing patterns, like this. Adding a binary pattern to the chop and ratchet parameters can unlock some very interesting sequences. Let's try some examples. It's the same process as before, and it's really easy to use. And we can modulate this too. So to summarise, binary patterns provide a very powerful new tool with the capacity to create complex rhythmic melodies with very little effort. They add a new dimension to ARP and continue to show ARP's capabilities are way beyond just an arpeggiator. Plus, using ARP's modulations on the patterns themselves can generate sequences way beyond that of an average step sequencer. Until now, ARP has had no way to reset a patch or undo the changes you've made to a patch. Well, now there is. Press and hold the load button to enter the patch menu. Here you can choose from 3 new options. Undo all changes resets your patch back to how it was when it was loaded, that is, when you turned ARP on or first loaded in the patch. So if you load a patch, then make some changes that you don't like, you can reset it back to where you started. Load default patch resets to the template patch. This is often a good starting point. It's like a factory reset but only for the current patch. The 12 template patches offer examples of what ARP can do, and there's a description of each in the user manual. Clear selected track sets the selected ARP track back to a single note sequence, just a basic sequence. This is a great starting point on which to build new sequences from scratch. Unlike the other two options, only one track is cleared, so if you want to clear all the tracks to a single note sequence, select and clear each track in turn. The patch reset options are a great way to get started with a new patch, or to fix any changes you've made but didn't like. There are a few other features that we've added that we'll just mention quickly. The delay parameter has been added as an FX target. This is brilliant for creating subtle variations or crazy timing effects. The macro assignment display has been updated to provide a much clearer view of the selected parameter. It also shows the selected ARP tracks. When using an external keyboard for MIDI input, the display now shows the incoming notes. And these form the note set from which ARP creates its global chord or scale. So you can now see the notes that you're playing. There's also a daisy chain feature that enables you to synchronize multiple ARPs and share global scale between them. This is done by emitting the notes of the current chord or scale via MIDI. The chord notes are output on the assigned MIDI output channel whenever you change a chord. The notes are also output as the chord changes due to a chord chain progression. Finally, the user manual has had a major overhaul. We've rewritten and restructured it to give a much clearer flow to the document. It gently introduces ARP's concepts and helps you build an understanding of ARP much more quickly. ARP's capabilities go very deep, so the manual is a great reference whether you are new to ARP or not. It now includes glossaries, extended explanations, and graphics to aid in understanding features and key concepts. As a bonus, we've also included several new sections in the appendix, which provide more detailed coverage of certain principles and topics, from why there's no such thing as random to creative ideas for binary patterns. The new manual should be a more useful aid in navigating the world of Midicake ARP, and a good bedtime read too, perhaps. We're so happy with these new features, particularly the binary patterns, because they add a whole new dimension to ARP. The V6 firmware also shows our commitment to the development of ARP. Since ARP was launched, there have been 5 major updates and 46 big features introduced. This list includes many of the feature requests and suggestions that we've received from you via our forum and other channels. We're not stopping either. We have a clear roadmap, and the next 3 updates are fully planned and already in development. I've no doubt I'll be talking to you again soon about the version 7 update. Lastly, please like and subscribe, and add your thoughts about the new features in the comments below. Also, share our links on social media. It's only through spreading the word about ARP that we can continue to support all the great new features that we give you for free. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one.